Alright guys, welcome back. I know this is kind of like a sudden introduction, but here's 7.3 currently. We just backed the truck in, put the frame's jacked. Well, there's jack stands under the frame, and we've got some jack stands under the differential for now. But this is going to be the start of the 8-inch lift kit install. So I figured I'd start recording. Took the wheels off. Bumper came off yesterday. So this is where we're at for today. It's kind of late, again, a little bit late, but throughout the next week or so, we're going to be working on this lift kit. We're going to be doing the front first, because that is the hardest. Then we'll be moving on to the back. I plan on putting the leveling kit under the lift kit. Here, I'll quickly show you the lift kit that we're working with. The lights don't really work in here, but here's the front leaves. They're 4-inch lift leaves with 4-inch drop shackles, so total it's an 8-inch front lift. Everything's painted up pretty nicely. Through the rear blocks there. Here's our shocks we're working with. They are bilsteins with reservoirs. Duels up front, so it's pretty nice. We got our steel braided brake lines there. Everything ready to go, so should be pretty interesting. Can't wait to see how it turns out. So we'll see you in the next clip of us working on it. Sorry, I just finished up for the night again. I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what I did. Really started tearing down into this thing. So I took the shocks off, the shock mount, U-bolt nuts are off. They're just sitting there. Sway bars disconnected from there. The nuts taken off of this, which was actually very loose. It's kind of scary. All same thing with this side. Brake lines are disconnected. These were actually attached to the U-bolt, so they're just hanging there for now. They're just hanging out. Hooks are off because they're actually sandwiched to this shackle, which we will be removing tomorrow. Or I will be removing probably. This nut on this side, I'm trying to point to it. Where's my finger? Oh, okay, there it is. That nut's loosened. I just have it threaded on there for now. The other side I didn't get to. I'd end for tonight, but definitely starting to tear down into this thing. Sorry it's not focused. There you go. But starting to tear down into it. And so far so good. Been using the impact a lot, so that's really helpful. I'll see you tomorrow night. Alright guys, so night 3 here. It's currently 8 o'clock. Definitely some more progress. Now, keep in mind we have about 1-2 hours every night to work on this. So, kind of show you. We got these leaves out. And shackles. This shackle's still kind of stuck on. The downpipe's in the way, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. We're gonna cut it off. Yeah, the leaf's off. See, sway bar is just hanging there. I'm actually gonna end up taking that bolt off there because we obviously need to repair that right there. This is the track bar mount. I believe it's the track bar. I took that off. Same with this side. Leaves and shackles are completely off. So, disassembly wise, the pitman arm still needs to be removed. These sway bar links need to be removed, which are very rusty. And maybe that drive shaft. Other than that, I mean, the differential right now is just about floating. We have 2 jacks and a jack stand keeping it up. The jack stand up front is because the differential actually rolls around. I'll try to explain it. It'll tilt like back and forth. So the jack stand's pulling it up, but remember it's round, the differential. So yeah, definitely got some stuff done on it though. So a little bit left this assembly, then welding a couple things up, like fixing that, and these links we're gonna extend ourselves, I think, hopefully. And then we're gonna get to front end assembly. I'll show you this here. This leveling kit, believe it or not, it's a year old. Anyways, I'm gonna be using this and stacking it under our new lift. So it's gonna be about 10 inches up front. A lot of pieces to this. Definitely a lot of pieces. But here's some of our new bolts. Wow, it's actually interesting looking at it myself. It's cool because it came with these new ones for that. Interesting. Alright, so yeah, pretty cool stuff. Came with just about everything here. So, I'll see you guys next time we work on it. I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow night, but we'll see what happens. So, I'll keep updating you guys, but here's a good shot. Differential is just about floating. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. Alright guys, it is now Saturday. I'm sorry that I have a crack in my camera. That's that weird white line you always see in the left corner. So, what we've done, and I kind of want to express, like, this isn't like, you know, take the springs off and immediately throw everything back on, like, no matter what's on the differential. We're actually cleaning this stuff up. We want to make it look nice. So it's not necessarily the same, like, labor time or whatever. It's just a little longer. We're taking our time. We're in absolutely no rush. It's summer. So, today, we got that stupid, the shackle off. Some idiot, I don't know who, put this downpipe on so that you can't get that bolt out. I don't know who did that. Anyways, also, this was actually a pretty cool, interesting job. I've never done this myself. I took the pitman arm off, which is on this, and this huge bolt. It's actually funny, this giant bolt, it's probably like a 34 millimeter, but I'd say 35 millimeter bolt. Not necessarily a socket that everybody has. I got lucky. We had this 36 laying around from an axle nut on a 05 CRV that we needed to do once. So that's kind of funny. So we got those off. Let me kind of show you the pitman arm with that dang puller. Hold on. We use this puller here, and I'd recommend to use the puller because eventually it gets insanely tight, and it's still not coming off. Hit it with a hammer while you have a ton of pressure on the puller, and it'll come off. That's what we did. Because eventually it gets just too tight, you're just gonna kill yourself. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, that dang drop shackle. Well, it's not just the shackle. It's not I don't know why I keep calling it a drop shackle. So the head of the bolt is in here, the nut's on this side. So once you take the nut out, you push the bolt through this way. The downpipe was actually in the way of doing this. The bolt was hardened steel. I'm trying to find it. So it's hardened steel. Here, I think there's an attempt somewhere of cutting through. Here it is. Hold on, let me try to get it to focus. There, so you can see we tried to cut through with like a sawzall. That didn't end up working. So what we ended up doing here is we cut half the head off so that it would somewhat slide on this downpipe here, And after getting extremely frustrated, took a few slight hits at the downpipe. Really, it's not going to hurt it at all. And neither is anybody going to see it. And the bolt eventually came out. Yeah, but definitely when we reinstall the left, I don't even think it was because the placement of the downpipe. I think it's simply because it's a 4-inch instead of the stock 3-inch or whatever it was. Because there's no way of avoiding the angle that it's at right now. So when we reinstall it, we're gonna put the head on this side and the nut on this side. So that's what made it fix that. But yeah, this is what we went through. So after all that is off, so we pretty much have everything off needed to replace for that needs to be taken off to get replaced for the new lift kit. So now we're in the cleaning stage of the differential. The front diff's very greasy and yeah, from 230,000 miles, and it has a ton of scale on it. So it's a northern truck. So that's what we're working at now. We want to make it super clean and eventually paint it gloss black. This side's coated with ATF. For 2 reasons. This line up here blew on me, and it also weeps, I believe. This is actually a really good angle of the power steering pump. You can see how it's kind of wet down there. I think it weeps somewhere out of there. Not sure exactly where, but that's what I'm thinking. That's why it's kind of coated on the side, but we're trying to clean that up, get it de-skilled, and we're going to paint this gloss black. After it's painted, I think that's when, after it's painted, and I forgot. After it's painted, and this gets welded, / repaired, / fixed, this crack here, then that is when we'll start to put the new parts on. So we're definitely getting close. The disassembly's pretty much done. For the front, anyway. And yeah, so. Also, if you want to know what $50 shocks from Amazon, what you'll get, I got these last December. Well, December of 2017, so just about 2018. This is the state they're in. The paint flaked off just about immediately. Oh, this is good. The rubber up top. Get it to focus. Just about. See how it's not. Yeah, it's literally. See that? A year old. Not like it's been through. I'd say about 5,000 miles they've had. So yeah, leveling kit. Took these off the front leaves. These need to be cleaned up a little bit. We're gonna paint them. These are actually the sway bar links that we're still working on. I think we're either gonna get new links in a little bit, or just take the sway bar off temporarily. So we'll see. Definitely can't reuse these though. So update you soon, or I'm gonna see how long all these clips are. I might make it a few part video, different videos, because the video is just gonna be too long. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so it's another day here. As you can see, we've done a little bit more. Last time I showed you, I think we detailed differential out. What was that, yesterday? I think. Yeah. So today, put my flashlight on again. Today I started the rear. Figured it'd be most efficient. I might as well just do it. Originally, what we were gonna do was completely do the front, pull it out, and turn it around. That way, that would be easier to access the back of the truck and the garage here. But it's more efficient just do it this way. So started the back, got the jack stands under the frame in the rear. Running out of jack. We have 6 jack stands under this thing right now, so I'm kind of running out. I got a floor jack holding up the differential for now. So yeah, wheels off. I removed the sway bar yesterday from the links. What else? Yeah, so I took the wheels off. The U-bolts. All of the U-bolts were, well here, 3 were removed without cutting, believe it or not. And that was a lot of effort to get them off. The last one, unfortunately, had to get cut. It was actually on this side. But they were off. They were extremely rusty. They got off. They were extremely rusty. Like, very rusty. The impact would not take them off. You had to get a breaker bar and a pipe. And eventually, after a few spins with the breaker bar and pipe, then the impact would take them off. But just insane. I'll show you the other side here. So, I mean, the rear really isn't that crazy compared to the front. The front has so many pieces that need to be removed and replaced. So, like, that's the pile of stuff we're probably not going to reuse again. So, this side here, I'll show you. I took that sway bar link off. That one wasn't too bad. The other side is gonna have to get cut. Like, there's no way. It's gonna have to get cut. So for this lift, really what we're gonna do is this. All these leaves are gonna get painted. We got a block already painted, so we're just gonna take out. We have a stock block and another 4-inch block, which makes 8, I believe. So that's what we're gonna do. It's pretty simple. You drop the differential back here. While the frame's supported, you drop the differential, throw that new block in, put the bigger U-bolts on. So yeah, we're still deciding if we're gonna get extended sway bar links. I'll show you what I'm talking about for this side here. The bolt to this is literally right on the fuel tank, so I'm saying just cut it off. It's literally impossible to get at least a large drive up there. Yeah, couldn't even get a wrench in it, so we'll see on that. So definitely gonna keep you guys updated. We just painted up some stuff for the front. Then we gotta weld a few things, then we'll start throwing the new stuff on the front, so stay tuned. Alright, so I figured we'd record this part because we had some problems with it. We're actually stacking a stacking a 2-inch leveling kit on the 4-inch 4-inch lift leafs. These are 4-inch drop shackles, so this right here is 8 inches. We're adding a 2-inch leveling kit below it to make it about 10 inches in the front, so that's not doesn't have any rake to it. So to get this all to work, first of all, you're gonna need a bigger alignment pin thing. This is the one you're gonna take out. It's way too small. The one that comes with the leveling kit's too thick to fit into this. Alright guys, so here's the final result. We got that longer bolt through with the rounded head that fits very nicely in that centering hole on your differential. Got it all the way through after we had these all centered out. We also, something I should have shown you, it wasn't perfectly centered, so what we did is we started with a narrower one, tapped this through. I would recommend using something that you're not going to need to reuse because it kind of damages the threads. Tap that through. That centers them even more. Then go for your next bigger one that you're not going to need to reuse because it might damage the threads. Tap that through. Then for your final one that you are going to need to use, it should be a lot better going through. You might have to tap it a little bit, but the threads won't damage. And you put that nut on, and that's all when you have your clamps, those clamps on this. So yeah, nothing to it. It looks pretty cool though. So
I think one color will make it look bigger.
yeah, and yeah, we're gonna paint these gray, and yes, we're repainting this. So yeah, nothing to that.